Welcome to Reporters and to our continuing series on borders across the globe. In this edition, we're taking you to an African island situated between Kenya and Uganda. There's an ongoing dispute over who controls it and its waters. The island has come to represent a division between the two countries that is both literal and political. We get our report from Bastien Renouil with Séverine Bardon and Olivier Marzin.
This tiny island, smaller than a football pitch, sits out in the eastern waters of Lake Victoria. Megingo is a place of colourful boats, corrugated iron houses, 400 inhabitants, and 2 police stations. Ugandan and Kenyan police officers have come together to share a meal in front of our cameras.
We sit together, have meals together. In the case of anything related to work, we share information.
Officially, Magingo belongs to Kenya, but in 2004, Ugandan forces landed on the island and claimed it for their own. Since then, the fate of Megingo has complicated relations between the two countries.
That is very technical. I don't have an answer. Because I think there's a memorandum of understanding which was signed between the two states.
To stop the violence against its citizens, Kenya effectively allowed Ugandan police officers to operate on its territory since 2019. Megingo now lives under a kind of dual sovereignty, but this harmonic facade cannot hide the unease of the Kenyan police.
I cannot tell properly because we were not there at that time. So we happened to meet, he came to relieve others, and I found them cooperating. So I do not know about the past.
Every day in the early afternoon, Juma Mbaya leads a group of Kenyan fishermen out into the waters of Lake Victoria.
Hey Bogo, hurry up and follow us or you'll get lost.
Megingo lies almost 200 kilometers from Uganda's coast. The island's fishing rights and the Nile perch trade are more attractive to Uganda than the land itself.
Last week, there were no fish on the Kenyan side. So that's why in the last 2 days we've been going to the Ugandan side.
The 2019 agreement was beneficial to Kenyan fishermen. By accepting the presence of Ugandan police in Megingo, Kenya gained the right to fish in Ugandan waters. Kenyan boats crossing the lake border are no longer seized and their crews no longer beaten up by the Ugandan coast guards. Only those who venture further out are still taking risks.
They use a lot of petrol and go far beyond the border. Sometimes they bump into the police, and the police steal their fish, steal their things. They spill the coolers in the water. That's what they face out in the deeper waters.
In August 2021, one fisherman was even shot dead. More than an hour boat ride from Megingo, Juma is also casting his nets into Ugandan waters, but he sticks to the ill-defined area where Kenyan fishermen are tolerated.
It's random. Sometimes you can put out a whole net and not catch anything. But tomorrow we hope to come back with a good catch. Today the boats came back with a little fish, and tomorrow will be even better. We hope to catch 50 kilos of fish, God willing. That would get us around 150 euros.
At least there is now hope. After years of conflict, the status quo between the two countries offers a chance for the fishermen of Megingo to earn a decent living.
We are happy that the two countries managed to sign this agreement. Now the Ugandans are our friends. They come to see us at home. They come to Kenya and if we weren't so busy fishing, we would also go to Uganda to visit them and build friendships.
But Uganda is far away, and fishing always comes first. Meanwhile, there are plenty of Ugandans in Megingo, making up around a third of the local population. Grace Amadiru runs one of the 10 bars on the island.
I've got fishermen and policemen here. They are relaxing, they're enjoying. After work, everyone needs to relax. Ugandans and Kenyans, I receive all those people who come in my bar. May I don't segregate that this bar is for Ugandan, that I should only receive Ugandans, no?
After the 2019 agreement, this young Ugandan came to try her luck in Megingo, a 12-hour boat ride from her native country.
Through a friend, when I was coming, he told me that this place is good, there's a lot of money here, so long as you are hardworking. So I tried my chance and said that let me come here. When I came here, I saw that what he told me was true.
The island has the reputation of a mini El Dorado. Fishermen, bar workers, merchants, Kenyans, Ugandans, all chose Megingo in the hope of a better life. Even if the vendor here asks her to speak Swahili to remind her that she's still in Kenya.
I'm just from buying this dagger. Then after I came here to buy tomatoes, it's so easy to access these things because there are so many things. There are so many shops that are around this place. From there, if I fail, I come to this place, I get what I want, then I go and prepare for my kids and my workers. It's like living in mainland because everything we can access.
Megingo is the most densely populated island in the world, a concentrated, multicultural society. For Grace, it's also a land of opportunities.
I'm the one cooking because my workers don't have time to cook. They are ever busy with the customers. So if I see they're busy, I take my time to come and prepare for them, plus my children, and then myself. They are like sisters to me because we came from the same country. So just take them like my sisters. Have to be friendly with them.
The island's unique situation is a great asset for these women, expatriates in a land that's not entirely foreign. Working in Uganda would be much less lucrative.
Just like someone traveling from Uganda maybe to Qatar, Saudi Arabia, because their money, like Kenyan currency here, 1,000. If you change it to Ugandan currency, you get a lot of money. So that's why at times most of us here from Uganda are interested in working here.
Kenyans also find the island an attractive place to live. Closer to fishing grounds, they save on fuel and can enjoy cheaper Ugandan goods. In the early morning, the fishermen are back on Magingo. Juma and his men are among the last to return to the island.
Today the weather was good. We were able to fish well. And we came back with 20 to 50 kilos of fish per boat.
The day has brought in the hoped-for amount, the equivalent of 150 euros. The fish is headed for Kenya, 50 kilometers away. It could just as easily have been sent to Uganda. Customs officials are nowhere to be seen in Magingo.
We can't really say we are in Kenya. This place is in the hands of two governments. There are Ugandan and Kenyan policemen, but nobody tells us which country we should return to.
As long as his business thrives, Juma cares little about these political considerations.
This is my home. I rent 4 houses, about 15 euros each. Considering where we live and the conditions here, for shack houses, it's a good price.
A shack, a coffee table, 2 beds. Conditions are Spartan, but Juma says he's content.
I'm happy to live here. Thanks to all this, I can send my children to school, and I earn enough to support my family. It's because of this money that we all stayed. Despite the difficulties we faced, the harassment, the violence, it was worth it.
At the end of the day, wanapata kitu ya kwenda naye nyumbani.
Grace would also like to continue to benefit from Magingo's cash flow, but she has something important to tell her son. They will soon be leaving the island and returning to their village. It's time to go to school.
Since there was no one for me to live him with in Uganda there, I don't have a mom, I don't have a dad, so I had to come with him here. We are going back, so he will join in second term. I'm a little bit sad. Going there is, life there is a bit hard. Because if I'm here, I'm able to get everything that I need. I'm able to get everything that I need, but if I'm there, it's a bit hard. It's a bit very hard.
Grace will be quickly replaced at the bar. Whether Kenyans or Ugandans, many dream of making their fortune in Megingo, whatever the status of the island.
Well, that does it for this edition of Reporters. Thanks for joining us, and stay tuned for more world news here on France 24.